Hello YouTube, this is Morgan Airspeed Prime here with my next Avatar news update video. And this is actually a pretty big piece of news, probably the most significant news we've had in quite a while. And that is that what I believe is the mysterious 6th Deluxe edition book basically has, I think, been announced here. So apparently this news actually came out like a day or two ago, but I think a lot of people missed it. Just because I suppose the titling of it, a lot of the usual websites we get it from haven't put it up yet. But as part of Previews World, they have put up the listing for both the normal edition and the deluxe edition of this book, Beasts of the Four Nations, Creatures from Avatar hardcover, from Dark Horse Comics, of course. So this is going to be coming out October 13th, 2021, much sooner than I expected. That means that this is going to release only about a month or so after the Korra Book 2 second edition hardcover. So I'm wondering, is this going to be considered hardcover number 4, or is it number 6? They're just releasing it first, because it would be a bit weird if the order of the books to get, again, we're talking about the big spine image that you can get across the hardcovers. Are they doing it where it's Avatar, Korra Book 1, Korra Book 2, Beast from the Four Nations, Korra Book 3, Korra Book 4, or is it Avatar, the 4 Korra art books, and then this on the end? I'm wondering, will they release it as a sequence or not? But we'll get into it. So $39.99, fair enough. It's going to be a big hardcover book and it's new, so that doesn't matter too much. Dive into the world of Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra with this in-depth exploration of its animal inhabitants. Sounds good. Part of what everyone loves about the Four Nations is all of the strange and wonderful and sometimes scary creatures that inhabit them. From the air nomads flying bison to Kyoshi Island's elephant koi, to the Earth Kingdom's singing groundhogs and the little purple pentapus. Look to this hardcover collection for images and information on Avatar and Korra's creatures, large and small, including many from the spirit world. So that's quite interesting, that there's going to be spirit animals in here as well, I guess. And then they talk about the deluxe edition here. But again, like the other books, like the other art books, this is going to be available as just a standard book, which is what this is. It's just, you get your hardcover, that's it, as well as the deluxe edition, which is this listing here. So as you can see, the deluxe edition includes a slipcase, deluxe cover treatment, art print, plus folio. And I guess ribbon bookmarker, maybe not, who knows. Anyway, again, double the price, and we know at this point, because we've had a few of these deluxe editions, what they're all about. So we sort of know what we're dealing with here. So let's quickly go over to this. Let's quickly cover the cover. Really cool. I love that they've used the lion turtle as the sort of foundation overall for the image, as like the main mysterious sort of animal of the Avatar world, where a lot of like bending originates from. And then the other bigger animals they have is, of course, the sky bison, original sort of bending animal for air, original bending animal for earth in the badger moles, dragons for fire, polar bear dog, obviously, because the moon is the water sort of original source of the form for water bending. But then you have platypus bear here is pretty nice, koi fish, there's your paboo there, and so on. Just a nice collection of animals as we go through this. So very eager to get into this. This is something we've needed, I think, for some time, and I think a lot of speculation that people had about this was that yes, it'll probably have to be an encyclopedia type thing of some sort. I don't think anyone quite predicted that it would be specifically the book about the animals. But I suppose this is actually a decent way to go, because the Avatar universe is quite broad. A just encyclopedia would probably be very broad in topic. So this allows them to just focus in on the animals. I'm very interested to see how they're going to put this together in terms of, my guess is that they will have new pieces of art, I'd assume. Similarly, let's actually go back to the listing here just for a second. Various writers, various artists, and Devin L. Kurtz is the cover artist. So that doesn't really tell us too much. So the question is obviously, where are they going to be gathering the information from? Is this book going to be kind of the same quality as some of the Avatar Legacy style books where they just get pictures of animals and say very vague things about them? Or are actual show writers going to be involved in this, and then are we going to get like new information? That's probably the big takeaway here, is that will we learn anything new about any of these animals as we go through this book? Will there be new animals we maybe haven't seen before, or maybe only saw in one panel or something like that? That's what I'm interested to see, in the sense that on the Lion Turtle page, what are they going to say about the Lion Turtles? With regards to, they're going to have to reference their history, their significance, their powers. Will this finally be a book that maybe confirms if the Lion Turtle who gave Aang energy bending is in fact like officially the last Lion Turtle, or are they viewing that in a different way now post beginnings, that they've done other stuff with the Lion Turtles, that it's not the case that the other Lion Turtles were hunted down? Will that piece of information, other Lion Turtles being hunted to extinction basically, be in this book? That's what I'm super interested to see, because that is a piece of information I've been wondering about for quite a while. So the big thing here is obviously, what's the art on the interiors going to be like? What is the writing going to be like, and who's it by, in regards to quality? Other than that, we don't have a lot of information right now. I've only just found this listing, and I don't think it's up in many places as well, which is why like there's no page count or anything like that here. Again, it's not up on Edelweiss, it's not up on the Dark Horse website just yet. That's why I honestly find it a bit weird that it was only up on Previews World, which was a bigger source for information years ago, but it was kind of surpassed by like a lot of the other websites. But you know, we'll see how it goes. I'll check if there's any extra information out there. So yeah, the final thing to cover is really just this. So here is the Deluxe Edition. So obviously you were going to get this hardcover book. You get the cover as the image, which is kind of interesting that it's a new book. They just give you the clean version of the cover. It's a nice image, fair enough. Obviously the print isn't fantastic, but it's interesting enough. This is probably what confirms to us that this directly is that mysterious 6th book, in that it has the exact same slipcase style with the kind of blue on white as the other slipcases from the set of 6 that's going to overall create these images. So we have a nice Appa image here with different kind of animal footprints, which is kind of nice. And then Beasts of the Four Nations. What does it say here? Creatures from Avatar, The Last Airbender, and Legend of Korra. So there's the full title of the book. So that's kind of interesting. So yeah, the only thing here is they don't show you the spine of the slipcase, but my guess is it contains a 1/6 of the overall image. But like I said, is it the 4th piece, because this is releasing just after Book 2 Spirit, or is it the last piece? Very intrigued to see what way they do it there. Just from an ordering sense, I think it would be very weird to just have like half of Korra, book about animals, the rest of Korra. This should be at the end, like to bookmark it with sort of the one Avatar book and then the one book about the animals at the end. That would be really cool. So yeah, my guess is that this probably will have to be in or around the same page count as a lot of the other books. So I can't remember off the top of my head, but you know, we're looking at, I suppose, in or around the sort of 200 page mark. So that's a lot of page count to work with for a book like this. Even if it's shorter and it's maybe only like 120, 150 pages, that's still a lot just to cover the animals. So the expectation here would be that, they have like double page spread for some of the big animals. Like you expect a lot of these cover animals here: dragons, badger moles, sky bison, polar bear dog, lion turtle, Komodo rhino, those type of ones that are more significant to really get a spotlight. Obviously, I'd say probably the most intriguing ones, just off the top of my head, pages are probably going to be lion turtle. Dragon is of course going to be interesting. Badger mole will also be, somewhat interesting to learn just a little bit more about. Again, it depends how in depth are they going to go on certain kind of pieces of information or not. That's going to be the big telling thing. Even if it doesn't have a lot of new information, I'm guessing it's going to be filled with lots of different pieces of art, and that should be pretty cool. But again, right now it feels like there's maybe a slight sense that we don't know enough about this just yet. Unfortunately, Previews World, their listings don't feature a lot of information, so we're going to have to wait a little bit to, I suppose, find out more. But still, I'm really excited about this. This is definitely kind of more than I expected from the 6th book. So very happy to see this get announced. Definitely going to be picking this up. The Deluxe Edition, of course. And yeah, other than that, let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on this. But that's been the video. Thanks for watching, and bye.